Welcome to Tales from Nerd. I'm your host, our random nerd 2016 / Kevin, and this is my weekly podcast where I talk about the comics that are coming out every week. This week is November 11th, 2020. Such a weird year. We're almost out of it. A lot of good books came out last week, and a lot of books are coming out this week. So I'm very excited to talk about the books that are coming out this week. Want to ask you this question. How are you and how's your day? And do you have any plans for Thanksgiving? Because Thanksgiving is literally about 15 days away. So, kind of want to ask that. So, about 20 books we got. I mean, as always, I'm not going to say every book because I don't collect every book, but these are books I'm interested in, I'm reading. So, yeah, I'm going to give you a description, tell you if it's a good jumping off point or not, and then it's up to you if you want to pick up your comics. Now, I will say this. Every time I do this podcast, I always leave a link in the description of the comic book shop locator. That's you put your zip code or address, and then it tells you the nearest comic book shop. And then I give you two websites I use for descriptions and all that. And I'm gonna try to find the music file I used to use for the intros and just put it right here, put it on a little bit low tone. That way, I still credit my friend because he made music and I haven't used it, but I will start using it once I find the music file on my old laptop. So yes, I just want to preface that before I go to the first book. And also, I forgot to upload TCG Saturday because I'm busy. I'm busy, but we're going to go to the first book, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 52, written by Nick Spencer, art by Patrick Gleason, colors by Edgar Delgado. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Last Remains Part 3. Kindred shows Spider-Man his true power, and Spidey sees how much trouble he's in. Now, it's in the middle of a story arc right now. So issue 50, 51, 52. Right now we're 3 issues in. I think it ends on issue 55. We're also getting the tie-ins, which is .lr, aka Last Remains. You don't need to read them, but you kind of wanted to know what's going on to give you a bit more information. I'm guessing Marvel didn't want this to be like a 6-month event. They just said, okay, you're just going to get a Spider book like every 2 weeks, if not every week. That way it could end and boom, you could get on the new story arc. But not a good jumping out point. So there we go. Next book, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 52 .lr, written by Nick Spencer and written by Matthew Rosenberg. The art is by Federico Vincentini, colors by Marcio Meniz. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Fallen Order Part 3, Dark Strange is bound to this kindred problem, and he recruits someone to help. Even with Strange and his recruit, the Order of the Web will be lucky if they survive. Now, this story is mostly just with Doctor Strange and Black Cat. We got it in 50 .lr. We got a hint of it. We got a last issue that we're dealing with each other after the events of issue 51. And now this is a side story. You don't need to pick it up, but it gives you a broader, Nick Spencer did the same thing with the Last Hunt, which I enjoyed. I liked that because I got introduced characters and I was feeling emotions. I'm like, this character died. I liked them, and then they died. But yeah, it's just weird, and I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's a lot of money. That's the main issue. If it wasn't a lot of money, I would say yes. But you're spending about $8 for 2 issues. It's up to you. I say no. But as a collector and I like this story, I am picking it up. But you don't have to pick it up. Next up, American Vampire 1976 issue 2, written by Scott Snyder, art by Raphael Albuquerque. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Before the description of the book, actually, it is a Black Label book, so I will give you a heads up. It is not your typical hero comic. It is not meant for kids. It is a bit more Black Label's. Oh, it's not for your kids, but It's not too out there. I'll say that much. It's just don't give it to your kids. And this is the description of the book. Skinner, Pearl, and a surprising new ally team up to pull off the game-changing heist of the Freedom Train, but time is running out for a nation in crisis. The Beast's plan for mass terror and world domination is finally revealed in sick detail as humanity spirals toward extinction. There is a devastating twist when an unexpected force returns to pick off the VMS's top officials. Travis, Cal discover that the ultimate evil has competition, and the final battle will be more merciless than anyone imagined. I read the first issue. I liked it. I like Scott Snyder, so I'll pretty much read anything he'll put out. It's good because I'm not hearing Batman in my voice for once. I'm hearing like a southern vampire who's like, I give up with everything. So it is an interesting book. If you don't want to do superheroes, I do recommend this. If not, that's fine. You don't need to pick it up. I believe it's only like 6 issues or 12 issues. I don't remember on top of my head, but I'm in it for the ride. Next up, Champions number 2, written by Eve L. Ewing and art by Simone de Mayo. The colors is by Federico Blee. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Outlawed Part 2. When clashing protests over the teen vigilante band breaks out across Chicago, hey, that's my city, the champions risk their freedom to protect the young protesters from the overzealous Cradle agents. But Chicago's own hometown hero, Ironheart, is nowhere to be seen. Where's Riri Williams, and why she abandoned the champions? And could it have anything to do with the mole in their ranks? So yeah, Champions Outlawed is basically after the Outlawed one shot, which felt such a long time ago, because we were supposed to get that one shot, and then this book was supposed to come out, but it can't now because everything kind of got shuffled around because of the pandemic. And that's how I state that. And I legit forgot Riri was from Chicago. I forgot she's from Chicago. But it's always good to have my city mentioned in a comic. But yeah, if you like Champions is just the teen Avengers or teen heroes. They kind of do the smaller problems that the bigger heroes don't do. They say help people more. I like the first issue, the hint of the mole or the possible mole of the hero group. And Eve L. Ewing does a good job. So I have faith in her. I like Jim Zub's Champions, even though it was only 10 issues. I really enjoyed it, even though it got cut short. But nonetheless, Eve L. Ewing is doing a good job. It's on issue 2, so you want to pick up issue 1 and 2, fine by me. So, next up, Dark Knight's Death Metal Infinite Hours Extreme number 1, written by Becky Cloonan, Frank Terry, art by Dale Eaglesham, and that's it. The price is $5.99 because it is a death metal tie-in. And this is the description of the book. Pull up a chair, you I can't say that. Bastiches. It's time for Uncle Lobo's Infinite Hour. It's your chance to let the main man, lobotomize your familiar yet freaky stories of the DC Universe exactly as he remembers them, with blood and guts and extreme gratuitous violence. Tell your comics guy to put you down for all the copies. So it's a Lobo story. I like Lobo. Lobo's cool. I like them in Justice League of America and Teen Titans, even though he was kind of hero, not hero. He was a father, not a father. Yeah, Lobo's in a weird place. He was in the first 2 issues of Dark Knight's Death Metal, and then never heard of again. So I'm guessing this is where Scott Snyder tells Becky Cloonan and Frank Terry his story. So I'm down. And of course, who doesn't like the main man? So pick it up if you like Lobo. If not, you don't like. If you don't want the over 90s character, it's fine. You can skip it. Next up, Detective Comics number 1030, written by Peter J. Tomasi. Love the guy. Great Batman. Batman, I like it. Art by Bill Keys Evely. Art colors by Matt Lopes. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Give blood. A new foe called the Mirror has joined the Dark Knight's rogue gallery. But is there more to this villain than meets the eye? Or is he simply a reflection of the world around him? As the Bat family finds themselves on the run from the Mirror's army, Damian Wayne lurks in the shadows, plotting his next move in a cat-and-mouse game between father and son that can only end in disaster. So Peter J. Tomasi is going to fix Damian Wayne like he hasn't done that before, because he was fixed in Super Sons, and they canceled the book, and Super Sons was fun. But besides that, it's a new story arc. It's cool. Kind of want to pick up the last issue just for the last minute reveal, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, I pick it up. I mean, Peter J. Tomasi does a good detective. I mean, when I don't have to read the main Batman, I'm like, detective is always there. I mean, if I just want a clean, basic Batman story with like cool gadgets or cool story or cool villains, even though James Tynion does really cool villains, like the Ghostmaker, really cool. PJ Tomasi, love his run. Can't wait for more. I suggest you pick it up. Next up, Excalibur number 14, written by Tini Howard and the main head of Dawn of X, Jonathan Hickman, art by Phil Noto, and designer is Tom Mueller. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. X of Swords, Chapter 15. 2 swords, 2 cups, 2 must answer. Continue from Marauders number 15, and continue in Wolverine number 7. So, yes, to be honest, I thought we were going to get to the battle stuff. Apparently they're having a dinner. So, I mean, it's interesting. I'm really just looking forward to the battle. I'm kind of tired of this political talk. Not political talk, just trying to find the weaknesses of the characters, even though they're fighters for God knows how long. Still interested in X of Swords or Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. I mean, Jonathan Hickman says it's 10 of Swords. I'm still interested in it. What kind of I didn't like about X-Men. I mean, this event was X-Men 13, 14? I believe it was 14, where they reused like 14 panels of the same art as X-Men number 12. I like the dialogue, but it was not worth the price unless you were picking it up. I legit forgot about it. Like, I didn't know it was somewhere until like I saw YouTube, Cape Joel, Comics Explained, and what's the other guy I watch? Because I watch a lot of opinions of X-Men. There's still divide to this, like that book, X-Men number 14. A lot of people, some people liked it, some people didn't. The dialogue didn't, the dialogue was great. But just it was the same art, just the word bubbles were just changed around. I'm just going to see this through the end and see how everything works out. But yeah, not a jumping off point. If you're going to jump on this, you're going to be like, what am I jumping on to? But yeah, I would just wait. I would wait until the trade for this event. Next up, Flash number 765, written by Kevin Shinick and art by Clayton Henry. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Dr. Alchemy takes another step closer to unstoppable power, and immortality as he devises a way to combine himself with the power of the Philosopher's Stone. The Flash will have to discover that being faster than his foe may not be enough. Kevin Shinick, his Flash, pretty good. This will be the 3rd issue. So Dr. Alchemy is introduced. You kind of get a backstory of him really quickly, but the last page cliffhanger, you kind of remove the Flash's powers. Flash is going to get it back because it's Flash. He always gets his powers back. Or you might change the status quo to the point where the Flash will have his powers back, or something might happen. I don't know much of his writing because he's only doing this at the moment, so we'll see. Good jumping off point, I would suggest 764. Come on, work. Next up, Green Lantern Season 2, Number 9, written by Grant Morrison, art by Liam Sharp, and colors by Steve Oliff. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The trial of Hyperman is on, and as monstrous forces gather in the shadows, a change of heart reunites Green Lantern Hal Jordan with his one true love, Carol Ferris. But nothing is what seems in a mind-bending, heart-trending case of cross-dimensional mistaken identity and looming cosmic catastrophe. I like the retro cover, and here's my thing. I like Grant Morrison, but can I get a space cop, Green Lantern? I just want to see, this is space, but this is way too out there space. I'm I'm picking it up just because it's the only Green Lantern book I'm reading, and I don't have anything to base it on besides Hal Jordan and Green Lanterns by what's his name? I know his name is right here. Robert Venditti. Oh man. But it's already on issue 9. It's a 12-issue max series, so not a good jumping out point. But I always like to talk about the book. Next up, Hawkman number 29, written by Robert Venditti, art by Fernando Pasarin. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. He's lived and died and lived again, but now, with one life left to live, the reincarnation cycle at its end. Will Hawkman sacrifice everything to protect the woman he loves from the cursed blade of Hath-Set? Learn the fate of Hawkman and Hawkwoman in a tale that will take you to the edge of time and space. Final issue. So yes, 29 issues. Awesome 29 issue run of Hawkman. Usually Hawkman gets canceled pretty early. So seeing this, I'm happy. I read the first issue. I got hooked on. Robert Venditti kind of condensed Hawkman's timeline, explained that everything happened, so don't worry about it. When you read the first trade, you'll understand what I mean. And I met Robert Venditti. He signed my Hawkman number 1. I was cool. I was like, yes, I like the Hawkman, because I wanted more after being introduced to him in Legends and Legends of Tomorrow, and also that one shot we got of Dark Knight's Death Metal Warhawk or something, or Hawkman. So yeah, very sad that this ending, but we may get another Hawkman book in the future. Hopefully by another writer, or Robert Venditti's doing nothing and he can take over the book again. So yeah, very sad. Final issue though. Now get jumping on because that's final book. Next up, Iron Man number 3, written by Christopher Cantwell, art by Kafu, and colors by Frank D'Armata. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Tony Stark is getting tired of apologizing for being himself, especially when, as Iron Man, he's more powerful than most any other human being on Earth. As he wears himself out, trying to do everything he can to be a force of good in the world, he's beginning to chafe as the idea that he really owes anybody anything. Is it too much to ask for a thank you? He's trying to keep his head down and his ego in check, but when Korvac reveals himself as the puppet master behind Stark's latest investment, Tony Stark will at least have someone to channel his anger and frustration. That is, if he survives the conflict at all. Christopher Cantwell's Iron Man, issue 1 was good. Issue 2 was iffy. I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm enjoying it for so far. We'll see. Issue 1 is your jumping on point. That's all I'll say. Next up, Marauders, number 15. Written by Gary Dugan and Benjamin Percy. And the main head of X, Dawn of X, is Jonathan Hickman, art by Stefano Caselli, and colors by Edgar Delgado. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Ten of Swords, Chapter 14. A toast, a dance, a dinner served, Part 2. Continued from Marauders number 14, and continued in Excalibur number 14. So, yes. Dinner, more dinner talk. Unless Excalibur's the point where the battle continues. I don't know. Again, Ten of Swords. I like it, but it's become too much of a slow burner. But I guess keep saying I'm trusting John Hickman. I've been reading all the X-Men books quite literally. Do I have an X-Men book right here? No, I don't. I have Champions Out Loud right here. I'm doing the Marvel codes right now, so yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. Before I go to the next book, I am gonna do this. Oh, not that. Oh boy. Well, apparently I'm not connected to the internet. I do not know what happened. I want to say this. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you could DM me about any comic book questions, because my DMs and my DMs for both Twitter and Instagram are always open. So if you want to message me there for any comic book talk, I am open to talk about anything about comic book related stuff. Or you just want to ask me questions. Because I kind of want to do other stuff with the channel. Kind of have an idea, but we'll see. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Also, comicbookshoplocator.com, this website, and Midtown Comics. All your resources are down below. And next up, I'm really excited for this book. I didn't say the other book last week, but I saw it, and I'm like, I need to pick it up. I'm there at the comic book shop, which is Power Rangers #1, written by Ryan Perot, art by Francesco Mortarino. The price is $4.99 because it is a new #1. And this is the description of the book. 2 new series, 2 new teams. The Unlimited Power era is here. No, the Unlimited Power era begins here, and only Lord Draken, the greatest enemy, can save them. Superstar writer Ryan Perot from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and fan favorite artist Francesco Mortarino from Go-Go Power Rangers reveal a new cosmic threat that only the original Power Rangers, known as the Omega Rangers, Jason, Trini, Zack, can hope to defeat. But their secret weapon is the villainous Lord Draken. Zordon forbids the Omega Rangers from contacting Draken. So if they want to save the universe, then they'll have to go rogue and go up against their Mighty Morphin allies. The next big Rangers epic begins here, perfect for longtime fans and new readers alike. Mighty Morphin was the one shot. Oh, I have it saved somewhere else. I picked that up. I picked up other like random indie books. I'm really excited for this. I want to get into Power Rangers, and new #1s caught my eye. I'm like, yes. I'm picking this up. I'm just waiting for a new Turtles book so I can jump on. But yeah, #1, perfect jumping on point, new premise, new things. I'm excited. Next up, Punchline Special #1, written by James Tynion IV and Sam Jones. Art by Mirka Andolfo. Colors by Romulo Fajardo Jr. The price is $4.99 because it is a one-shot, so you get a one-done story. It's 48 pages, so that's why. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Center stage, spinning out of the pages of The Joker War, comes the first solo book starring the blockbuster new character Punchline as she faces consequences for her role in The Joker War. The story of how Alexis Kay became Punchline will take Leslie Tompkins, Harper Row, Colin Rowe on a harrowing journey to reveal a fringe teenager's radicalization to the ideology of a madman. It's a terrifying tale, so big that demanded an oversized special issue. I'm excited. I like Punchline. Punchline was exciting, and I can't wait for more of her. Because I kind of want to know more about her and Clown Hunter and Ghostmaker now. Because James Tynion IV just created like 3 new characters in that span of Joker War. So It's gonna be good. James Silent Fourth has literally not failed me. Department of Truth, Something Killing Children, the Punchline Special, Batman, Detective, Justice League Dark. So yeah. If you want to learn more about Punchline, if you read Jack Orr, that's your jumping on point. Next up, Savage Avengers number 14, written by Gary Dugan, art by Patrick Zurcher, and the price is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Conan leads a team of savage Avengers against an Asgardian dragon in a quest for treasure. Get out your 20-sided dice and roll to attack with Conan magic. And new savage recruits the Black Knight and Juggernaut. I believe issue 13 will set up for this battle that we're gonna head to. So issue 13 is your jumping on point, and this. So yeah, it's a good book. I enjoy it. Next up, I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more books. It's like 21 books because I added one more book because it's like I want to get it, but I don't want to get it. But now I'm getting it. So, Seven Secrets number 4, written by Tom Taylor, art by Danielle De Nuccolio. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Casper has completed his training, but now the real test begins as the Order is under attack by an enemy desperate to take control of the Seven Secrets and reshape the world in their image. But as holders and keepers come together to fight, it may turn out they've played right into the enemy's hand. Now, Seven Secrets is literally about keeping secrets, and these are warriors. They're trained. They have to be smart, they have to be fast, they have to be cunning, and they have to be the best of the best. So I picked up the first 2 issues. I love them. I recommend them. Pick up, if you can find issue 1, 2, 3, and 4, pick it up. It's by Boom Studios. Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is the guy who's writing DC's. He's writing Suicide Squad right now. He wrote what is not Spectacular. Peter Parker. No, not Peter Parker. He wrote a Spider-Man book. I didn't like it until like close to the end. But yeah. This guy, Tom Taylor, does amazing work, and I'm enjoying the book. It's a fun book. It's not superheroes. It's not event-ending thing. It's just a kid trying to do what he can do to please his parents. And I saw the spit go that way. Okay, but yeah, if you can find issue 1, you could pick up issue 2, to be honest. Issue 2 kind of summarizes what happens in issue 1, but issue 1 has good art, so I'll give it that much. Next up, Superman number 27, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by penciler Ivan Reis, inker Danny Miki, colors by Alex Sinclair. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Mythological Part 3. A cosmic level threat has come to Metropolis. Sinmar has traveled across the galaxy to unleash hell on Superman, and our hero must learn that this creature is so alien that he will have to reinvent how he's going to fight. To the end, Superman goes to the source to learn that where this new nemesis came from, only to find himself in a corner of the galaxy he's never seen before, way off the map, and he may find the return journey even harder than getting there in the first place. Brian Michael Bendis. Oof. I've said this before. I like Brian Michael Bendis, but he should have been on like a 12-issue max series for Superman. Because, Sinmar. He keeps introducing stuff and then never does anything with it. It becomes bland. Like, I like Bendis. I think Young Justice was probably his best book. And some of action, but, like, Superman was not that fun. He did so much change to it that didn't do well. He revealed his identity. He made Jonathan Kent grow up. I'm like, I like the 12-year-old kid who's trying to learn how to be his own person and trying to be a Superboy of his own and not to be his father, but to be himself. And yeah, I mean, it's alright. It's ending in issue 28. 28 will be the last Brian Michael Bendis Superman book, so kind of thank God, but I'm sad that he never got to complete his stuff. But oh well. I mean, you had way too many issues to like figure that out. But next up, I'm excited for this book because I'm screwing it. I'm picking it up now. Taskmaster #1, written by Jed McKay, art by Alessandro Vitti, colors by Guru EFX. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Taskmaster has murdered Maria Hill, or at least that's what the world thinks. Now, the greatest spies in the business are hunting him down and won't stop until Taskmaster is dead or clears his own name. Follow Jed McKay from Black Cat and Alessandro Vitti from Secret Warriors on a globe-spanning adventure that will send ripples throughout every corner of the Marvel Universe espionage community. I believe this is a 5-issue miniseries, so if you want to know more about Taskmaster, because the Black Widow movie has been delayed once again, it's coming out in May. This is the basic premise of Taskmaster. You do an action like a punch or back kick, backflip or front kick, he'll copy that. So if you do a triple somersault, he could do that too. So he copies your moves. And he's known to be one of the greatest fighter, one of the greatest fighters. I think the only person he can't copy is Deadpool because he's too random. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm down for Taskmaster. I wish he would have been an Avengers villain in the movie, but we're getting Black Widow. So I hope we get more Taskmaster in the future of the MCU in my first Taskmaster book. So yeah. Oh, another indie. Yes. Yes. We Only Find Them When They're Dead, #3, written by Al Ewing and art by Simone de Mayo. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Captain Malik and the crew of the Vihan #2 are trapped in warp space as they're pursued by a mysterious government agent, Richter. They have two choices: drop out of warp speed and risk being destroyed by Richter, or stay in warp until their engines explode from overheating. Who will survive long enough to discover a living god? So basically the book is they take apart dead gods, like dead god machines. And it's a cool book. Al Ewing does really well. I'm happy I picked this book up because I'm really excited for it. And I love every issue. The art is just like watching a Netflix cartoon. It is fantastic. The art and writing on it is just phenomenal. I can't wait for more of this book. Next up, Wolverine #7, written by Gary Dugan and Benjamin Percy, and the Dawn of X creator Jonathan Hickman, art by Joshua Castro, and colors by Guru EFX. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Exoswords, Chapter 16, Endurance, Survival. The true lesson of pain continued from Excalibur #14 and continued in X-Force #14. I will say the covers are dope. Wolverine, I think the best issues, in my opinion, were the Benjamin Percy art. And who did the art for last issue? Let me see. Victor Bogdanovic. Holy crap, those two issues were like the best X books right there. Again, I want to see how this goes, but you got literally till chapter 22 to end it, and it's been a lot of talk. So for the first event, I'm expecting more, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends. I'm not going to jump in on point. In the middle of the event, quite literally in the middle. Next up, and the final book, which is Wonder Woman 766, written by Mariko Tamaki, art by Steve Pogg. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Count Virgo does not like to be treated like a joke, or maybe he does. He's kind of insane after all. When Lord Industries' psychic super tech amps up the Count's armies to deadly new heights, Wonder Woman sustains injuries that she may never recover from. But never fear, the reformed Maxwell Lord has Diana's back, and as Diana will find out, he's not afraid to stick a knife in. Count Vertigo. It's just like DC likes teasing me for a Green Arrow book that we're never gonna get. He's gonna be in Dark Knight's Death Metal, so that's cool. He's gonna get a story there, but I'm like, can I get a Green Arrow book? I mean, you got like a crap ton of Batman books, and it would be good to see like a 6-issue miniseries of Green Arrow once a month, please. But yeah, American Tamaki 101, pretty good. I like it. You could jump on this issue or last issue. I think this issue you could jump on, if not last issue. But yeah, those are all the books coming out this week, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and as always, peace.